Pokemon. Hello everyone! Welcome back to Pokemon Legends, the Mega Dimension. Mega Dimension, sorry. Okay, we gotta go over here. She's gonna, you know who is, I mean, just seems she's gonna find out, and she's gonna have problems. I also finished, My Hero Academia, so I apologize for the long wait between episodes. It was worth it. I haven't seen all the films yet. I'm going to soon, though. I came to get some of Ansha's stuff and take it to the hotel to see for her, but Jensine and Grizel are in the way, and they look one wrong word away from exploding. Can we ask LeBon for help? Really think LeBon, of all people, would be able to defuse the scene? These two are a pair of unstoppable forces. Neither one's going to back down. You misunderstand me. I would never... I would never dang to let price dictate the taste of quality of coffee. However, Cheryl... What are these words? Cheerless words and actions would cheapen the taste of even your best brew. Hey, Tyler! Welcome back in. Ha! Listen, people flock to Nouveau Cafe for two things. My roast and my roast! It's been a while! I'm finally back! Hope you're doing well. Trying to play off your coarseness as some lovable quirk? Incroyable! These are French words I don't know. I'm guessing. I don't know. My Hero Academia got finished. And the final season lived up to the hype. Can you hear everything? I'm going to double check to make sure. Okay, good. No coffee brewed by such a barbarous boar will besmirch my palates. That's not what your hotel's famous chef said when she put Nouveau Cafe on her list of Lumios's most noteworthy coffees. I can't keep up with this. Good lord. Jessie is, she's a very type trainer who doesn't understand no for an answer. For context. Your impudence truly knows no bounds. By the way, how are you, Tyler? Oh no! Uh-oh, I guess we're caught. If it isn't Brandon, you heard all that, didn't you? So who's right? Obviously I am, but I want to hear you say it. You both make great points. I just want to continue on with the game. Wow, and I hear, I thought you had a spine. Your lack of moral conviction requires correction by force if necessary. Finally, we agree on something. It would seem. Oh fuck. Well, you're here. That's why, Lita. There's no way AJ Styles is retiring in Riyadh, right? By the way, I'm going like, no way. If it was, somewhere else, I could see it happening, but I feel like it's not gonna happen. Because, like, the minute I heard that, I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm gonna switch to Delphox. Oh, no, maybe I should switch to Delphox, because that's, oh, God. Okay, I know what I need to do. I need to panic no this game. I'm gonna Mega Evolve. Yeah, me neither. That is a fairy type. Why did I do that? Dragon does nothing against fairy. Yeah, and then WrestleMania is gonna be there next year. So yeah, that's lovely. I mean, I was braced for that news, but I just figured they would probably do it in, like, London first or something. And because it's in Saudi Arabia, they can't exactly do Legends returns. I don't mind them when Legends, like, enter the Rumble, honestly. Always nice. But that's probably not happening this year. I saw that Cedar Rapids is getting a Collision show in March. Because I saw the ad, like, fly across my Facebook feed. I might think about going to that. But, like, I have never driven out there before. If it was in Des Moines, I think... And if I knew... I mean, they probably wouldn't do... I mean, there's no really... There's not much of an arena, a venue in Des Moines that AEW would do outside of... well, outside of Casey's. It's not a big enough one for them. Besides Casey's, and even then, Casey's doesn't sell well. I don't mind AEW doing, like, smaller venues. They honestly should have done that for the most part outside of pay-per-views. The Bond is like her servant, and she's a dragon type trainer. But yeah, back to My Hero Academia. Sorry, I had no idea what was happening for a sec. Back to My Hero Academia. I watched the final season. It was amazing. And I'm actually rewatching the final season right now. And it's, and the final season right now, and it's pretty good. I'm also rewatching the first season, I mean, from the beginning at the same time. I might actually at least rewatch it once. Excuse me, all the way through. In, sub, too. Before, this special episode that's coming out in May. To celebrate 10 years of, My Hero Academia anime. It's based on a extra chapter that the artist wrote that was put into the final volume. That is basically tacks on to the epilogue. Basically. And the epilogue, like, in the anime, the epilogue is very satisfying and very, very good. When the ending first came out in Shonen Jump in Japan, there was a bunch of, like, fan translations, and there was, like, a little bit of misinformation going around. But watching the anime version of that, of all these, like, last chapters, made it very satisfying. And so like the first week of February, I think it's the 5th, there is a they have their own like you know how there's like those fighting games like Dragon Ball Z has, Dragon Ball has, sorry. Naruto has that, all those. My Hero actually has that for itself. And it's supposed to cover like the last half of there's supposed to be a third one, and for some weird reason they couldn't get the licensing right to actually say My Hero. So it was called so the first 2 games were called like All Heroes Justice whatever. So it was like that and that. They finally can call it that now. So it's called My Hero Academia All's Justice. And it's supposed to include the entire show. The author, he's actually a decent like author that doesn't really get in trouble, but he has the curse of most like manga authors where like he has a back issue. So he just kind of hurried up the ending, kind of. So, like, if you watch it, you'll understand what I mean, because it does kind of feel like it's rust at the end. But, I think the anime does a great job of, like, spreading it out a little bit. Okay, maybe I should go back and make a... There's, 4 films that, you know how, like, Dragon Ball Z would have those. It's kind of like that, except the only difference is, like, they're all confirmed to be canon. Somehow. Including one that takes place right before the final arc. For some reason. The last one that they did. Okay, where's home base? Okay, because I need to make more donuts. I think I need to make a stronger donut to have like a quicker time. So like I watched the entirety of the final season in one day on Saturday. Not all one sitting, but like I saw it. There's only 11 episodes, and so that's what I did the whole day. Just relaxed. I do want to let you know, because I saw this myself. Ooh. That's a new one. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna make another donut. I think I read somewhere that Warner Brothers Discovery does have a minority share in AEW, and I imagine that's gonna have to be sold because if the Netflix deal goes through at the moment, because of the WWE deal. I don't think that's irresponsible for that to happen. I just saw that and I'm going like, oh, that's slightly not good, I guess. Yeah. Jeff wasn't at work today. He was off. And, I'm like, oh, that's something of note. Because I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna have to find a new home. I bet, if the deal goes through, which I'm not sure if it's going to, because, I mean, Trump is Trump. And I don't think they're going to be in deep shit, but Trump is Trump, so I don't know if that deal's going to go through or not, because Larry Ellison likely blowing smoke up his ass because he really wants it. The guy who owns Paramount at the moment, because Paramount's trying to do a hostile takeover and everyone's saying nope, nope, nope. Yeah, and like I read that like Ellison's trying to talk to EU and like other officials about like not letting it go through or something. I'm going like, yeah, that's also a dumb fucking thing that might happen. I don't believe the bunker rumors at all. I mean, I wouldn't rule it out, but like, they already have a bunker. Why do they need to build a second one? Especially if he lives down in Mar-a-Lago half the fucking time. I'm trying to make more, like, berries. Yeah, I'm not sure if that ever is actually going to get finished, but I don't think there's, like, some conspiracy around it. Trump is Trump, and, like, there are people blowing smoke up his ass. Basically. The funny thing is, like, people will deny the whole bunker thing, I mean, the whole ballroom thing, and then freak the fuck these same, or, like, work ground Trump is on, and then don't get mad that, like, he's hanging out with, like, Bill Gates or all these other fucking weirdos. Rich guys, whatever. I guess that's probably enough for politics, though. Okay, that's enough donuts. I need a donut that will keep me at like a high level, so. I should probably grind it out too. I am thinking about streaming tomorrow as well, because for some weird reason... Oh yeah, something like that's fine. Absolutely. Just as long as you don't try buying, like, the entire set as soon as it comes in the store. Because if you do, I am going to laugh at you the entire time. If you know what I'm trying to say. Like, because I haven't personally seen it at our store. There have been stories of where, like, people have been, like... Yeah, if you're just buying, like, a couple packs, like, a couple boosters, like, that kind of thing, that's absolutely fine. I'm talking about, like, people buying up, like, a bazillion card packs all at fucking once. I hate scalpers so goddamn much. Oh, Meowstic, sorry. Oh, yeah. There's a reseller in Ankeny, though, that I go to, because they also sell, like, retro video games. It's how I got, Legend of Zelda. And a refurbished N64 because my old one broke. Because they do try to repair stuff, but like they're open with me saying like, "Oh yeah, because you have like a broken thing on your N64." Yeah. We couldn't, like, fix it. And, like, okay, yeah, I kind of figured. And so I just bought a new one. It took, like, a couple... And they actually tried to figure out everything. Because it was basically chipped, and it was affecting the motherboard the way they explained it to me. And because, like, it's been years, I just decided to buy a new N64. And then I found Legend of Zelda for $39.99 at the same store, and I bought it. And then, and it plays pretty well. I don't know if it's an official copy or not. But, I don't know how to tell. I believe that it is, but, like, it's reset on its own a couple times. I found out my N64 was completely busted when I found a copy of Diddy Kong Racing at the local barcade for $19.99 plus a controller. I'm going like, oh, that's a steal. Yeah, I'm not going to try to open it. Fuck. I can't remember. Because it is a different color. Depending on the gender. By the way, without giving out much more spoilers, there is a version of Deku called Dark Deku. It's not really dark. It's not like a improved mode for the main character of My Hero Academia. It's just like a vigilante thing that you put on for a reason. Oh god, I'm fucked. I am so fucked. Okay, there we are. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm fucked. You might have seen clips of it online. The reason why he has this, like, vigilante thing going on all of a sudden is, like, because, like, they had, like, a mission where they were trying to stop the big, bad endgame that didn't go to plan at all. And the main bad guy has a thing where he can follow Deku because of his quirk. And Deku, out of fear of putting his classmates in danger, literally leaves the school to protect them. And then they go after him after he just explains, like, literally everything to everyone in a letter. Oh, fuck. Oh, shoot. Yeah, okay. Okay, there. Oh, no. The arc itself is kind of like a short one to start setting up the end of the show. But it happens, like, in Season 6. And there's 8 seasons of, like... Well, almost every season's, like, 24 episodes. Kind of like how, thanks to, Sword Art Online and Sword Art Online and, Attack on Titan doing that is why. I've actually been watching the new Pokemon series on Netflix. First animated series without, well, the first fully proper animated series without Ash as the main character. And I'm liking it so far. I might skip a few episodes though. There's two main characters, a girl and a dude. Roy and Lilo. They join a group of like travelers called the Rising Volt Tacklers. Oh, this is not gonna end well, is it? I'm not even halfway yet. Fuck. I hope if I run out, I can just restart it. Shit. Okay, that's fine. Oh no, I don't want to do it at full. Fuck. Continue where I left off. God damn it. Thank you for the bits, by the way. I don't know why I got notification twice, but because I heard a little ding. I'll figure that out later. Fuck! Yes. Or else I'm never getting out of this. Shit! There we go! Ugh! Noink. Meowstic. Butter. No, she's not. She's fucking crazy. Her mom's the champion of this region. Oh yeah, Trey Miguel has re-signed with TNA, unsurprisingly.
Hello everybody, this is Channel 6.
No. Okay. Yeah. Wasn't David Starr implicated in, like... I mean... Yeah, it's awful, like, all the way around. Also, apparently, Adam Pace recently met up with Marty Scurll as well, so yeah, that does not help things! Marty Scurll is, like, kind of, like, banned everywhere because he's been known for a lot of like very bad things. I'm just gonna say, yeah. The Death Riders are tweener now. I mean, I'm still expecting them to kick Moxley out, but because the best part of it actually has been Saphir. I have no idea what this is. Yeah, I think, like, the only good part of Pace has been the title chase in 2021, and, probably his feud with Swerve. Burning down Swerve's childhood home. Burning down. That was a good angle. And that should have been a double turn. It was clearly heading for a double turn. Oh, she had it too? Yeah. No, yeah, that was feud of the year. Burning down someone's house like that, that's feud of the year. Hey, Summer! AZ is a character from the original game that ran the hotel. He's like a very old dude who's tall that died at the end of the game from being old. Yeah. He's from X and Y. Like, what do you mean? Because the Shadow Pokemon duology is my favorite. Oh yeah. Yeah, I would probably do like Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD. Because those were the first 3D Pokemon adventure games. The mechanics are different. Like, Coliseum doesn't have any catchable wild Pokemon. So, like, you will find, like, what are called Shadow Pokemon in battle, where they have, their hearts closed, and you're supposed to catch them from other trainers. When they announced the Switch 2, they did announce a GameCube, GameCube, like, NSO. And they did flash Pokemon XD and Coliseum, so maybe they will be playable, but I don't know. I don't know if the Pokemon will be transferable. I hope they are. I do want to make a point that it can only go up to Gen 3. I think there's a Shadow Golduck in one of the games. I'm gonna have to double check. But yeah, they're actually pretty good. I've been watching Tom Fox. Try to catch a shiny Quagsire in Pokemon Coliseum for the last 3 years. I am not even joking. I don't know why he's doing that method, but he is. A shiny regular Quagsire. Through that method. It's ridiculous. Yeah. The thing is, while there's a guaranteed catchable Quagsire, it's like the highest odds of getting a shiny Quagsire. For like literally any game. So apparently there's going to be an Isekai, a reincarnation Isekai. Oh my god. That involves Adolf Hitler, Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton, and Julius Caesar getting reincarnated. That's premiering on Crunchyroll this year. Oh my god, Isekai's kept gone too far. Oh, most done with the game. Good. And Isekai is like basically where, I don't know if you know, it's that meme of someone getting hit by a bus and waking up in a fantasy land. That's what Isekais are. It's basically waking up in a fantasy land. Look at all the drugs. Okay. Winner, chicken dinner! Yeah, it's too much going on. Oh, nice. No, you're fine. I've just been vibing, just trying to grind, so I unlock the next thing. I need to find out how to make a shiny one soon, so I get more shinies. Okay. You know what's really funny? The mass theme has lyrics, and it's about suicide. So, like, if you start performing that song, like, the song itself is actually called Suicide is Painless. It's a beautiful song. But, like, not letting anyone know beforehand that the chorus is suicide is because suicide is painless, without telling them, it brings on many changes. So, like, if you do that without actually telling them, oh yeah, by the way, this song's about suicide. Take or leave it if I please. That's one missing now. Okay, I'm gonna have to use this. Through early morning fog I see. Where the fuck is this alpha? Fuck. Survivor's going into its 50th season. And yes, it is going to be an all-star season. Biggest cast ever for the US version. But, I don't know how to feel because, like, they could definitely do 24 castaways in 39 days. But they've been doing, 26 days since, the pandemic. This season's going to be 28 because, yeah, there's no way they can do 21 eliminations in a 24-day period. So, like, I'm, like, very nervous that, like, we're going to see a lot of fan favorites go bye-bye a lot. In a quick amount of time, and I'm going to be mad. Cannot wait to see Siri get fucked over by another fucking twist. That's gonna suck. They actually brought... no, there's actually, I know there's a European season that started off with 100 castaways. And they still only did 13 episodes. Yeah, the Australian version, the way they do it is, it's always been 24. But, they air 3 times a week. The schedule actually goes, I've actually seen a couple of those seasons, and it's, even though it's 24, and even sometimes they still have Tribal Council twists, where no one goes home, but like, oh, we're sending you over to the other tribe now. Sucks to be you. Yeah, because typically it starts with, oh, yeah. Back when that kind of mattered. Of course, I know that, so, on the US version, up until a certain season, they had to boil their own water. Like, they had someone get medevaced due to, overexertion, dehydration, all that stuff. He nearly fucking died. And then from that point on, they made, and because there was, the French version of the show actually had a freak death occur, like, literally on the first day. Where, like, someone's heart just, like, he was, like, perfectly, like, healthy, like, 25-year-old or something, had, like, a heart attack on the first, that's, like, go into cardiac arrest and die on the first challenge. On, like, the second day. And so, like, they just stopped that season. The second season of Survivor was actually done in the Outback, funnily enough. And actually one of the players is back from that season. Colby. I'm actually excited to see him again. Yeah, they actually did get a couple deep cuts. Jenna from the first season and All Stars, and Colby from the second season and All Stars and Heroes vs. Villains. And then there's Siri again, Ozzy again, Coach again. Although I'm fine with having Coach again because he hasn't been on in like forever. I don't want to see Ozzy again though. Siri, I don't mind seeing her again, even though she gets screwed over by the twist every year. I mean, every time she's on. Like, not Jenna Maraska, Jenna Lewis, who was on the original season. Jenna Maraska was one Survivor Amazon. Although she was also on All Stars, but she opted to exit. And I consider it to be an exit because there was a freaky situation where like her mom was sick with cancer, and she still opted to do Survivor again at that time. I don't know why she did. And then like she decided she opted to quit midway through, and she wasn't in the best headspace, so that was fine. And then like straight up, they said like after she left. When she got back home, 3 days later, her mom actually died from cancer. I'm like, oh! Well, that's a weird coincidence. So I don't know if the cancer just got seriously, like, worse, and she just all of a sudden felt it. But, yeah, that's why she quit. It kind of put some of the contestants on the best light, too, when that happened. Because, like, they felt like she shouldn't have been there in the first place or something. And, like, I'm like, it's not my business, but, like having her quit and then literally 3 days later, her mom actually dies from cancer. That's a freaky coincidence. And yeah, they have had quitters on the show, but I don't think they've had, like, a proper, like... someone quitting the show recently just because they wanted to quit. Because like typically when someone quits the show now, it's because they have like a serious injury, and they just think it's probably better to just recover or something. If the doctors say, hey, like, it's not bad enough to pull you, but you could get seriously injured, so we're going to leave it up to you. Typically, it's said, okay, yeah, if you think I'm in danger, yeah, that's fine. Because they still have plenty of medevacs even to this day. There's been a couple freaky, like, absolutely dog shit luck medevacs recently, but otherwise, not much. I think the last one was, like, he apparently got a herniated disc from sleeping on the bamboo bed in the shelter. And, like, the doctor was, like, chatting with, like, one of his friends overseas. And, his friend overseas said, hey, take a look at that herniated disc a little bit more. Because it could be a bit more serious. And, like, he did, going, oh, shit, yeah, he's right. And then he got pulled. Suddenly out of the... like, in front of his... cast. Oh, no. This past season, they had someone who's been waiting forever to get on the show get bit by a... Morrison did not. What happened to him was that he got idled out. Idled out basically means if you go to tribal council and someone plays a hidden immunity idol, where, like, you don't have the necklace, but you have, like, an idol that you find hiding around. Use that to save yourself at the vote, and it only gets played once everyone casts their vote and before the votes are read. And in that situation, what happens is Jeff will pull the votes out. If it says that person's name on it, he will say it doesn't count. And so, if you're considered idled out if you're the next person on the vote list. If you're the next person on the list that got this, like, let's say, whoever got the first most votes played an idol, played an idol for themselves, or one of their allies played an idol on them. All the votes don't count, and so they just go to the second person. They don't do a revote unless all the votes do not count. And they actually had a situation one time where someone had to go by default because everyone else either had a necklace and advantage that kept them safe that round, or an idol played for them, or they decided to play for themselves. And that was Siri in Game Changers. But yeah, he got blindsided. But it was a surprising play. And it was a good play, but it was a shocking play. Because actually, now that I think about it, he was actually the third. Because, like, when the first most person had an idol play for them, someone picked a second person go like, you know what? I could get sniped on this, and then played hers for herself. So, like, he had, out of 13 votes, he was sent home with only 2. Because it was, I believe, yeah, 8-3 to 2. There was someone that was flighted out on that season he was on, but that was a freaky coincidence where, it was literally the first challenge. They were, the tribe that he wasn't on was going back to their camp via boat, and it was a little bit stormy that day, and they hit a wave where it actually gave someone on that boat a hairline fracture in their back, in a freak incident that didn't even show on TV, that they didn't even show actually happen, but they used like editing to show like the weather wasn't that good, and then they showed, next thing you know, you see like all the tribe that's like standing on a random beach, and you see a bunch of medical people working on one of the contestants. And then like they said, oh yeah, we got hit by a hurricane, so we had to put everyone in a shelter. But that guy couldn't continue either way because of the back injury. Yeah, on season 49, they had a contestant actually get snake bitten. And it was probably the first time ever in like a long time that they actually showed the base camp of the show where the crew stays at. Because that's where they explained like what was, they always have like a doctor explaining what they're doing to Jeff, and the doctor explained, yeah, even though we did determine that he had a dry bite from a venomous snake, we think it's not a good idea to let him continue. He didn't even get to say goodbye to his tribe mates when that happened. They only found out when they got to the next immunity challenge, oh yeah, your tribe mate is off the show. We're still going to make you go to tribal council if you lose. And they ended up going to tribal council because they're doing this silly thing with this new era where it starts off with 3 tribes of 6. Which, I don't mind if they start off with 3 tribes of 6. I don't mind like if they alternate between like 2 tribes of 8 and 3 tribes of 6, but yeah. At least for 49, what they did was, after like after that round, they decided to do a tribe shuffle into 2. And then when it got down, to like 12, what they did, they actually split them back up into 3 tribes of 4 before doing the actual merge. So I thought that was funny. Yeah, Morrison was actually not that bad of a contestant, but yeah, he was a threat because of how physical he was. Hydrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby! Oh yeah. So here's a crazy fun fact. You know Grayson Waller? He was actually a contestant on the Australian version of Survivor before he was in the WWE. I didn't realize it was Grayson was this guy because I remember watching that season until he was shown at a US-based Survivor reunion, and I realized, oh fuck, it is him. He did not. So the Australian version starts with 24, but Mertz is still at like 13 or 12. He barely missed it, and the way the tribe division worked for that was it was called champions versus contenders versus champions, and he was on the contender tribe. And yeah, they mention his pro wrestling background a lot. Apparently he was a high school teacher by day and then pro wrestler by night. Oh yeah, it's the Australian version is still ongoing, but because of the pandemic, they obviously couldn't really leave Australia. So for the 2021 season, they actually and 2022 seasons they actually filmed in the Outback. And for the 2021 season, they did fix this for the 2022 season. But for the 2021 season, they were way out in the Outback. It caused problems when they had to medevac someone temporarily. So, like, the way it was explained was, like, it was COVID-free, technically, but, like, because they were so far out away from civilization, there was actually a 48-hour window if they needed to medevac someone. And that actually had to come into effect. Like, someone got so sick that, like, they couldn't continue because they had, like, a really bad case of vertigo. When they had a contestant on Survivor, Cal Wrong, get medevac for overheating and because it was a very hot day when they had this challenge and dehydration, they made a rule where they had guaranteed fresh, clean water for every contestant because they could not go like, okay, we got really close to losing someone here. Legitimately, not an exaggeration. This isn't when we had someone fall into a fire. Like, so, here's a barrel of water you can use now. You don't have to boil. because up until Cambodia and Khao Rong, because I might have to rewatch Cambodia because I was actually filmed after Khao Rong. But yeah, the US version of the show is very good at making sure no one dies. Some other versions, not so much. There's actually a Bulgarian version where where 50-year-old guy actually dies from a heart attack in front of everyone. And they still continue the season. I am not joking. So on Wikipedia, it lists like the elimination order. It just says died day 16. And they continued the season. The host quit and like 3 other people quit. They suspended production for a couple days. And I've seen the clip online, but I don't know if it's online anymore. They don't show him like collapsing. They only show him collapsing off screen, and they show the other contestants like watching him like walk off and then collapsing, and they're going, "Oh no!" Yeah. And they still continued, not only continued that season, but they finished it! Yeah! Also, there was a... Also, when COVID really started going down, The Amazing Race was in the middle of filming in the UK when everything really started to get serious for COVID. They filmed like them like gathering all the teams and saying, "Hey guys, this COVID thing's getting very serious. We gotta send you home." We don't know if we're going to pick up again. And they actually did pick up again. What they did for the restart was, because they only had like 8 teams, and CBS still wanted them to do a full season, they brought back 2 eliminated teams. No wait. So they had 8 teams left, 5 of them couldn't restart. Because, like, there was like a 8-month layover because of the pandemic. Oh yeah, before I forget, so the guy who writes the White Lotus is actually a huge like reality TV show guy. So he's been on The Amazing Race, then he got on Survivor the same season as John Morrison, which was called David versus Goliath, and he's actually going to be on his 50th season. Mike White. So that's why there's a little delay in between White Lotus Season 4 and that. I kind of wonder if he's going to do like a White Lotus Survivor parody. Kind of like how the UK version of Big Brother had a zombie-themed parody, horror parody. I'm not even joking. That's an actual thing. That's done by the Black Mirror creator. The show itself is called Death Set. It's actually surprisingly good, although the ending... I get what people think about like reality TV. That's fine. I just didn't like the ending message. Kind of. Pretty much everyone dies. Thank you for the follow, Gabe Weiss. 13. Appreciate it. Where is that golden thing? I need to find it. There it is, okay. Now I can leave. I know I have an alert bot for that. Why isn't it? Is it showing up? I'm doing good. Maybe did I shut it off by accident? Okay, maybe it's okay. It says it's up there, so I think I should be good. Okay. I'm doing good. I have tomorrow off, and with the weather going on, I'm not going to get like much snow where I live, but we're gonna get frozen to death, so I'm gonna stay inside. Continue watching, rewatching the final season of My Hero Academia, and then probably start watching season 2 again. Probably play some more Pokemon. I might stream as well. I do have a Discord. And Blue Sky, YouTube, that kind of thing. So you can follow those as well. Yeah, it's not very active, but I always try to, like, post updates there, like Tyler says, so. So, like, if I do decide to stream tomorrow, I will let people know. Because, I don't have a, yeah. That's the easiest way to contact me. I do actually upload like YouTube exclusive stuff. Generally, it's just me playing Mario Party and me screaming at the CPUs for being stupid. And they're very stupid. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, the AI can be a little bit to be desired for the early Mario Party games. I found that out, and it's interesting. Let's just say that. What? Let me pull up that clip of John Morrison getting voted off Survivor. Because it's actually a pretty good blindside. Oh yeah, one more thing. Luchasaurus Unmasked was on Big Brother. And he got evicted in a surprise eviction. And he didn't have time to like grab his stuff. Like he went out of the house barefooted. Okay. Oh shoot, that probably got picked up. Okay. Oh well. I had the thing open on my thing. I had the desktop slider on. And I think with that, we are going to wrap it up. I typically stream about a couple hours, and I think this is a good place to stop for right now. The next stream, let me double check on my schedule, my work schedule. Because I think my next day off might be Wednesday after tomorrow. I might still stream tomorrow something, but okay. The next guaranteed stream will be Tuesday at 8:30. I will think about what I want to do on Wednesday, because I have Wednesday and Thursday off next week. I might... Weather's probably going to be shit, so I might stream Wednesday night at 6:30. We'll see. Yeah, there's that. For those of you watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys in the next part.